Hi everyone. Today we're going to discuss about the importance of motivation at workplace. In my previous session, we discussed about the importance of motivation for an organization. Motivation we define as the desire to achieve a goal. And we talk about the importance of motivation for an organization in three criteria. Easier to attract employees, it helps to retain employees, and it increase the labor productivity, the higher labor productivity also. The benefits of employee motivation for an organization we can categorize as a low absenteeism, higher production, more innovation, pleasant working environment, more cooperation, lower staff turnover. So you can see when workers is happy, then they are always they are punctual for the work and they will work willingly and less absenteeism we can see they are always willing to come for the work on time. And next one is a higher production. As a result of they are highly motivated, they will feel very happy about their organization. And also as a result of that, the organization will be able to. So we are going to introduce you the Herzberg theory. The Herzberg two-factor theory is actually introduced by Friedrich Herzberg, who discovered this theory in 1960s. Right? So there are certain motivational theories are there in your syllabus. The first theory normally we call the Herzberg two-factor theory. So in this session, we are going to talk about the first one, the Herzberg two-factor theory. Friedrich Herzberg is a professor of psychological study, and then psychologist and Friedrich Herzberg discovered this theory in 1960s. And after this experiment, he found out that there are certain factors affecting for the job satisfaction of the workers. He called these factors are motivators. You can see in this table, the motivators are they are achieving aim, chance of promotion, responsibility, interesting work, recognition, personal development. These factors are cause to the motivation of the workers. So then he called these factors motivators, and also he found that other factors could leave workers dissatisfied. So he called these factors as the hygiene factors, or the factors which dissatisfied workers. In the absence of these factors, the workers become dissatisfied. So these factors called hygiene factors, name, pay, that means salary. So a lot of people think salary is a motivator. No, salary is a hygiene factor because in absence of salary, people will leave the organization. Working conditions, job security, quality of supervision, staff relationship, company policy. These things can be other the factors of the dissatisfiers or hygiene factors. In absence of these factors, absence of pay, absence of working conditions, absence of job security, supervision, lack of relationship, company policies, staff may be demotivated and they will be dissatisfied with the organization and start leaving the organization. So Herzberg said that the businesses might find ways of giving workers job satisfaction to motivate them. For example, they would have to ensure that jobs were interesting and that workers' achievements were recognized. And workers must also be given the chance to perform exceptionally well and win promotion. As a result, job enrichment could be used to motivate workers. Furthermore, Herzberg said that the hygiene factors would not motivate workers, but if hygiene factors such as pay, working conditions, and quality of supervision were insufficient or absent, the workers would develop poor motivation. So these factors I can actually summarize you in my short note material. You can see these factors are normally they classify like this table called hygiene factors and motivator factors. Main hygiene factors are, we can summarize these factors as the CSRWS3. CSRWS3. C for company policy, S for supervision, R for the relationship with the boss and peers, W means the working conditions, and there are three S's are there, SSS, salary, safety, and job security. These are the satisfiers of the hygiene factors, which if we provide insufficiently, people will demotivate. CSR WS3. So you can see this phase, hygiene factors. These factors you can see like this phase. Factors which leads to satisfy the employees. These are the motivator factors. We can talk about the factors leading to satisfaction, which we call art track. This mnemonic code can use art track, achieving aims, recognition, the work itself interesting, responsibility, advancement, and growth. So same thing you can see in your textbook also. Is there summarized here. Herzberg two-factor theory, motivators and hygiene factors. So motivators we use in the code art track, RAT, sometimes rat track, art track or rat track, ART, achievement, recognition, the work itself, interesting work, responsibility, advancement, and growth. So here, achieving aims means like giving opportunities to go to their career goals, chance of promotion, advancements, giving responsibility, delegation, giving interesting works to do, recognition for them to do, like kind of titles, personal development, training. It's an important thing to get motivation. And CSR, WST, these factors, the hygiene factors, or the dissatisfiers, you can see pay, working conditions, job security, uh, the quality of supervision, staff relationship, and company policy. So these factors you have to memorize because sometimes examination, sometimes they ask into matching questions, sometimes underline question, MCQ questions. Sometimes they're asking which is not a hygiene factor, which is not a motivate factor like that. So sometimes they jumble it up and they're asking which factor belongs to this thing. Okay. So in this handout, you can see everything we summarized. That's the first theory of the motivate theory called the hygiene factors of Frederick Herzberg two-factor theorem. Okay. The next discussion is we're talking about the Maslow, Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory. The psychologist Abraham Maslow recognized in 1943 that the need of employees arrange them into a hierarchy showing some needs are more important than the others. This is called Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It is usually presented in the pyramid, right? So I'll show you the pyramid. In Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory, Abraham Maslow talk about that the human needs are like a pyramid. In this pyramid, there are certain layers are there. We call first one physiological needs, the body needs like food, shelter, and clothes, and then safety and security needs, like education, medicine, and then social needs. After that, people need to identify the social needs such as uh, belongings, friends, partners, sometimes kids, sometimes friends at work. So social needs are there, and esteem needs. So we need to identify the esteem needs of the Maslow. That is like a job satisfaction, like esteem coming from the like it can be a company maintained vehicle, their own personal vehicle, or a nice house, uh, everything. So coming under esteem needs, your title. So that's higher level need, and the last, the top of the pyramid is the self-actualization needs, which means sometimes you can say spiritual needs. One's ultimate objective of their life. Sometimes you can see doing a let's say charitable work, or setting a Guinness World Record. For a sportsman, athlete, you can say winning an Olympic gold medal. Like ultimate goal of objective of your life, the self-actualization. It's like that. So This thing can be summarized in the table like this. Motivation theory in under Abraham Maslow, hierarchy of needs. You can say physiological need like adequate pay, meal, accommodation, safety and security needs. You know that the job security and safe working conditions. And other one is the love and belonging, the social needs, team working, good communication systems, social facilities, and esteem needs like praise for doing good job, awards and rewards for achievement, the esteem need, and also finally the self-actualization. Self-actualization should be actualization. Opportunities to be challenged, creative, and solve problems. These are the things. Okay, let's move on to a textbook description and the psychological need, right? The physiological need, or some called because PHY physiological and PHY SIOLOGICA physiological need, or body need, not the psychological need. So it's not a mental need, it's a body need. Basic human needs that are the bottom of the pyramid include food, drink, shelter, warmth, and rest. Human need also be protection from physical and physiological threats. If these needs are not met, humans cannot survive. Therefore, work provides the means of satisfy these needs. By going to work, people can earn money to buy foods, clothes, and safe shelter. Safety needs, you can see, people need protection from any danger and from physical and psychological threats. This is psychological, not PHI, is PSICHO. So psychological, like mental threats. It also need to be like a need a routine and familiarity. That's important. Safety and security. Under social needs are important. People are social animals. This means that they have social needs. People like to communicate and make friends. People also like to care for, to care and to people, to belong to groups. So, and work can satisfy social needs. This is because people often work with others. This provides opportunities for people to meet and develop friendships and relationships. Next point is esteem needs. Esteem needs means the people need to be recognized and respected and their achievement praised. So they also want self-respect and self-esteem. Like I mentioned, the promotion. And finally, self-actualization needs. A lot of people want to develop skills and also develop as people. Also, many people wanted to reach their full potential. For example, they may want to create something or stand out from some way, and these needs are to be the top of the pyramid. So, for example, like as I told you, like Guinness World Record, Olympic gold medal, doing some charitable, like a notable thing in your life, like say building constructing a hospital building or donating some scanner to a hospital, something like that. So it's a notable donation, notable thing in your life to self-actualization thing. So you get this the physiological needs, safety, love and belonging, everything. How work life in examples can be given from the work. Like physiological need will be satisfied by adequate pay. If you're getting adequate pay from the organization, then you can like subsidize meals and accommodation. You can have the food and everything adequate pay. With that adequate pay will satisfy everything physiological needs. Secondly, safety and security needs will be satisfied. It's like job security and working conditions. Because of that, the safe working, safe and security we can finish. And love and belonging needs can be satisfied by team working, good communication system, and social facilities. This can be provided with that love and belonging. And self-esteem need we can satisfy by like a praise for doing good job, rewards and awards for the achievement that's coming from esteem needs. And finally, Self-actualization needs. There are opportunities to be challenged, like as I told, the final need, the spiritual need of their life. Like in working organization, you can see like giving opportunities to solve problems and make decisions, to be challenged. These are the self-actualization things. So Maslow hierarchy of needs thing. So summary of this theory is he suggested that organization management must identify the different people in organization. Are they belong to which sector? Are they level 1 or level 2 or level 3 or level 4? And accordingly, you have to give them some challenges and selected works to motivate them. For example, a person who need a physiological need at that time, the person who needs starving, there is no point of giving him like a teamwork because the person, first of all, should be able to satisfy his physiological need. So therefore, first of all, he should give the adequate pay. And person who need esteem needs like promotion, no point of giving him like insurance policies, no point of giving him another salary increment because he's expecting some esteem need, some respect from the organization. Therefore, as an organization, you should identify what are the human needs, accordingly you treated them. There are criticism for this theory mentioned there. By satisfying need, there are recognize the following. So this can be there. So I would like to share again the short note thing. According to this theory, they say once one set of needs have been satisfied, there are no longer is a motivator. For example, as told you, if you have satisfied, like now, if your physiological need is satisfied, if you have adequate pay, if you have a living wage, then no point of giving that thing. So you can once it's satisfied, that means it not become no longer a motivator. Second point, if the lower needs are not met, workers cannot be motivated in the higher level. As I told you, the person who need a good pay will not motivate by giving a teamwork. Therefore, first of all, you should, according to that, first of all, you should fill the lower level needs, then only you should reach the top level needs. That's the second point. And third point, it says if a business fails to meet the particular need, workers are not likely to be motivated. Business fail to meet a particular need, workers are not likely to be motivated. Yeah, as a result of that, you must identify, must give the organization a good opportunity should be actually identified. Workers must understand the working requirements, the organization, their levels they are in. Can be, for example, company director, someone must be expecting self-actualization need. The senior manager must be expecting some esteem need, right? Like a person who newly recruited school leaver might expecting a physiological need, adequate pay, right? And person who works for like a 10 years in organization must expect like a esteem need now, like a supervisor level, assistant manager level might expecting a promotion. Like that, so there are certain layers are there. So you have to find out according to that you have to treat your employees, you have to recognize because everyone, if you treat fairly, do the same thing, everyone not satisfied because they are in different levels of their hierarchy of needs. Right? Therefore, you should identify the different needs levels. You must identify the people they are what stage they are standing. According to that, you have to give them adequate pay. Right. So that's the Friedrich Herzberg two-factor theory and the Abraham Maslow hierarchy of needs theory. Right. So in this discussion, we discuss about the mainly two theories. I summarize again the Abraham Maslow hierarchy of needs theory. This pyramid is really important. Physiological, safety, love and belonging, esteem, and self-actualization. And also, in the first discussion, we talk about the Friedrich Herzberg two-factor theory. This two-factor theory talk about that motivators and hygiene factors. Motivators are the art track factors, and hygiene factors are the CSR, WS3, those factors. So motivators are the things that work that result in satisfaction. Hygiene factors are the factors that workers, that things at work that result in dissatisfaction, right? So